You ready? You ready for this shit?
Huh?
Are you ready for this shit?
I mean, we got 4 hours.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Are you ready for 4 hours with me in a car?
Oh, I'm fine.
Yeah?
I'm good.
What do you want to say to everyone on day 1 of vlogging?
James texted me saying the weather's nasty, so that'll be fun.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
Looking forward to that.
We'll see you guys in the car.
Make that big boss that special. It ain't no game, but they saying welcome to the second level. Second level. Second level gaming. Second level.
Just buckle up, you guys, kids. Buckle up for safety.
I'm buckled.
We're on the road for. We're on the road to Indiana.
We're going to Indiana. We just got out of Costco and got some batteries because we're going to use a Tascam recorder, which requires lots of batteries.
4 AA's, and it lasts about an hour, maybe an hour and a half.
Yeah, so we got to swap them out pretty hot and heavy throughout the day. So we got a super bumper pack from Costco. Costco's the shit, by the way. Like you buy like, was it 40 batteries for like 15 bucks?
Yeah.
That's not bad.
Also, you probably won't see this before we get there, but I'm gonna be guy in the Phillies hat. So you find me, he's gonna be wearing black hat, so he may be
black hat and a Cthulhu shirt.
Well, that's gonna change
so.
Hopefully every day, because hopefully you don't.
Well,
I brought our merch. I'm wearing our shirts.
I bought some merch.
So
just
we're
gonna
whores.
be together. You're gonna see
whores.
us.
But we got
yeah.
254 miles.
A million
3 hours and
miles.
58 minutes. We're gonna arrive at 5 o'clock according to this.
Yep.
Because we lose an hour on the drive.
That's true.
So we go to Eastern Time Zone.
Yeah. But we're gonna head out here and hit the road. It's gonna be a long ass drive, and when we get to the hotel, we'll do some more filming, and then we're gonna meet up hopefully with
Tigrado and Matthew.
Tigrado and
I don't know
Matt.
what they're doing, but we'll find them.
All right, we'll see you on the road.
Hey, we just ate some Hardee's.
We had some
Carl's
Hardee's.
Jr. if you're West Coast, I think. I think Hardee's is East Coast. One is Carl's Jr.'s, one it's same thing, just different.
Here it's
coasts.
Hardee's.
You also got a
There's
receipt.
Tissue on the bottom.
It's a receipt for probably McDonald's. It's a McDonald's McMuffin receipt.
Healthy. But yeah, we just finished eating at Hardee's. We're kind of midway.
We have 143 miles to go.
143 miles to go.
2 hours.
This Hardee's had a 1-star review on Yelp, but I would like to say that the Hardee's in Effingham deserves more than 1 star. I think
it smelled funny when we walked in, but I think that's because there's like trucks around.
Funny, but it deserves
bathroom
more
was
than
clean. We went to go pee and it was real clean. That's always whenever you stop at a fast food joint when you're traveling, you want a clean bathroom.
Yeah, check that first before you eat your food.
Yes, because that'll determine how well they take care of the restaurant.
So we understand that Tigrado right now, we've been talking to him back and forth a little bit. He is meeting up with Matthew.
Picking him up from the airport?
Picking him up from the airport and having some fun in Indy with all the cars and stuff, with his racers and whatnots. But we are still got a little ways to go. So we
2
will
hours,
see you
13
guys
minutes.
in a little bit. Bye-bye.
Oh God, I'm dying.
Hardee's, man.
hotel. We made it to our hotel. I don't know if I want to say which one, but it's real nice. We're excited to be here. It was 4 hours. We have 2 different beds. Me and Tom will not be sleeping together. Just fun fact. We're about to go meet up with DeGrotto and Matthew. So, Tessie picking up our passes.
I want to show you the view from our thing. Can I flip this camera?
I don't think you can while you're recording.
I can't flip it. All right, I'll record a view from our, because it's real pretty. There's like
yeah. So last year I told Tom I had a view of the trash. Yeah. This view is not of the trash. It's nice. Actually kind of nice.
Pretty.
So.
But yeah, it was a long ass journey. We're here. We're gonna go meet up with those guys, and we'll talk to you later. You ate almost the entire manimal, except for that bite, and you were gonna pitch out and not eat it. Look Look at that tiny little bite that's left there. Eat the manimal.
It's gonna make me explode.
Eat it.
For your safety and my safety, I'm gonna say no.
Sure.
Yes.
Do you want the manimal? Do you want the manimal? I don't want the manimal. Yeah.
I drifted off this jump.
We're at day 1 of Indy PopCon. We haven't yet gone down to the floor. The floor doesn't open until about 2 o'clock or so. So we just woke up. We had a pretty fun night last night playing Mario Kart. We had a Mario Kart tournament in DeGrotto and Fedora Man's hotel. So right now Keegan's just getting ready for the day. I'm already ready, born ready, and we're gonna go down there, check out the floor, maybe talk to some devs a little bit, hand out some cards and stuff, ask them if it'll be okay to go back and speak to them later. And of course we have our panel coming up at 4 o'clock too. So we kind of want to get the panel out of the way first before we head into full-on, you know, attack the con mode. So we'll see how that goes. But right now it's early, plenty of time left, and we'll see you guys on the show floor.
What's up? We just went around the show floor. Well, before that,
the outside the show floor, because we can't get in yet.
Yeah, we went outside, to get some coffee and stuff and chill out, and we saw all the YouTubers that were here.
Completionist, Peanut Butter Gaming. I tried to look and see who was there without being creepy and staring at them. Those are the only 2 I recognize immediately.
Yeah.
I don't know. I know the YouTubers' names. I don't know a lot of the YouTubers here because I don't watch them personally. You didn't know any of them, so that was cool. I was like, hey, that's Gerard. Gerard I knew because I've been in the bathroom last year.
Well, I think what we're going to try and do is, like, if we catch him again, we might just say, hey, you know, since we're doing a panel on the struggles of being a small YouTuber and how to overcome them.
How did you overcome them?
How did you overcome them? But then after that, we went in and spoke to the guys at the eBash Gaming Center. They have, like, a pretty sweet setup in there, including PSVR.
We saw someone put a headset on, so I was like, oh.
Really hoping they have some, like, Bravo team or something in there, but they might not. And then we find out that we get to go in an hour before the general public, so we're gonna go and take advantage of that.
Blitz some cards.
Get some interviews lined up.
Good today.
It's pretty good. Mine's like real shaggy.
I mean, I got a neck
shave
beard
it at
going
all.
on, but that's a different story. You don't see that. We're good there. But anyways.
But once we get get through that part, about 3 o'clock, we're gonna head back to our hotel, grab all of our gear, and then head to the panel. We checked out the panel room too. It's really cool.
It's a good size, but it's not too big that it's intimidating.
Yeah.
And acoustics sounded
The
decent.
acoustics were beautiful. It was like a church. It was like a church.
You're a church. No, it was less echoey than a church.
We should preach.
Oh, dude, I will preach. Preach the gospel of YouTube.
So right now we're just chilling in like a rando hallway
upstairs, away from all the general public, you know, those people.
Got at least a half an hour before we have to do anything, so see you in a bit.
You would think that this is day 3 because I'm delirious. It's only day 1.
You did drink last night.
I had a beer.
Yeah, but it's you.
Dude, it's true. Dude, I had a beer. Dude, that Manimal was so good.
What was good about it?
It was one of those things where like you get a bite and you get the caramelized onions, you get the burger, but then at the end of the I think it was blue cheese was on top of it. Come in, it's like after effect. Like,
do you like
that was
caramelized
good.
onions?
Usually no, but I didn't. It was like the way that burger was constructed was so good. And the waffle fries and the blue moon, like man.
You sound drunk now.
I'm glad I went Manimal. I'm just tired.
We made sure they put real man in the burger too.
We wanted bison, and she said no. You're a jerk. Whatever.
Well, bison's
Olivia,
like $100 a.
Olivia, you're a jerk.
You know what? She was kind of mean to Fedora.
To Matthew.
So what do you eat?
What? Do you eat food?
Yeah.
I eat humans.
She literally just sat there and said, "Do you eat fish? Do you eat chicken? Do you eat?" And just like for like 15 minutes.
Imagine if she got to you and be like, "What do you eat?" Be like, "I eat fish."
Yeah. Give me fish tacos.
Just give me fish.
That's all I want.
Give me fuel, give me fire, give me that which I desire.
Oh.
Hopefully I'm not delirious by the time the panel comes around.
I mean, I think it'll be funnier if you are.
Well, I gotta stay focused. Also,
Yeah.
I'll be in presentation mode.
It's great focus so far, buddy.
All right. Well, we don't have anything to fucking do for the next 15 minutes.
That's true.
I have to get my clock to light up, or my watch to light up.
Any last words before we do something?
Before we sit here more?
Yeah. For 15 minutes.
No, serious note. I'm gonna sit up for this one. Serious note. Level 2 Legion, thank you so much for helping us get the panel. Thank you guys for supporting us through this weekend. I posted on my personal Facebook page, and I feel like this legitimizes us. And moments like these are really cool. So we're gonna have fun this weekend. As much as I will be goofy and dumb and all that kind of stuff as normally, I really am looking forward to this weekend and meeting people and hanging out and all that kind of jazz. And I'm real nervous for the panel, but we'll see how it goes. We already seen the panel room, so.
It's less. I think it made me less nervous seeing the room and knowing what I was getting into.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what
I mean, but you don't have to lead the content. That's the difference.
That's
too.
true.
You're a follower.
Then again, I didn't apply for a panel.
That's true. I told you that. And then we.
This is kind of
we
your
found
fault.
out. Yeah. Then they got approved. Like, oh shit, we got to do something.
Yeah.
So
It'll be great. We'll be fine. So we just came back from a little run around the show floor. We had our like early press thing where we basically just went around while it was dead in there and got kind of lucky.
We found out we could go in early. People like we had 4 different times. People told us.
Yeah.
And we're like, can we?
We were 40 minutes after we were actually allowed.
Because we were told 1:30, and the guy's like noon. I was like, cool.
Yeah.
Here we go.
But we met. We're staying at the same hotel as like a lot of people at the conference. So we met the completionist, and also we saw Matt Ryan, and I freaked out.
Bro, Jared's
because-
here
Yeah.
as well.
Matt Ryan, I saw him, and I was like, holy shit, that's
You
Matt
well,
Ryan.
we were sitting down. And you're like, I think that's Matt Ryan. And you're like,
I got
look in. It's like,
real
can we
scared.
go? Can we like walk that way? It's like, sure,
Yeah.
let's go that way.
So yeah,
Man.
and his bouncer kept looking at us. I'm like, I don't want to fuck with that guy. He's really big. So I'm gonna go take a photo with him later anyway. So I'll ask him then. But we also met Ethan from Crank Gameplays, who's a pretty big deal apparently. He had a mob
Tom doesn't know.
of females around him. But we asked those guys the question, you know, as a small YouTuber
Who is now not small anymore.
who's not small anymore.
To give you an idea, so
What
those of you who
advice
don't
do you
know
have?
Gerard, the completionist, has 750,000. Ethan 2 weeks ago hit 400,000. So
Yeah.
they're classified as not small anymore.
Both super nice guys. They
Yeah.
both answered our question, and
I felt
we're
bad.
gonna-
I felt a little bit bad about Gerard because he's in a hotel and we kind of stopped him.
Yeah,
Ethan wasn't bad because on the show floor
He was cool about it.
he was cool about it.
Yeah.
And then we saw them later and like we're not going to bug them now because Pro Jared was there.
Why we decided to
Yes.
stop these guys though was that we wanted to have a nice introduction for the panel that we were about to head down to. I'm very nervous about, by the way.
too.
But we
Me
thought
too.
it would be nice to have. You know, just like a couple famous YouTubers to lead
Bigger.
into the panel for when we post that video. So
And they
it's
both
not
gave,
a long.
And they both gave the same advice.
They both gave the same answer, which is great.
Gerard gave 2 answers. The big
Yeah.
the consensus was
Keep going.
keep going. And
Keep going.
that's what we've been saying since day one. It's going to get tough. It's going to be shitty. Ethan was like, I've been doing this 5 years. The last 8 months, it's took off. And he actually said at the end, I don't know if it was on video, if it was not. I can't remember because we talked a little bit afterwards. But he goes, a year ago, I was in the same panel room you guys are in right now.
Yeah.
Now he's doing a main stage thing. Like,
Yeah.
that's crazy. I mean, granted, he had the opportunity of connecting with Markiplier, so that helps a lot, obviously. But you just never know. And he said he potentially will show up at this panel, so that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
So shout out to him.
Hopefully there's not a mob of girls following
Yeah.
him. But
find
that
out.
was really fun. I got to meet Johnny Bosch.
Mm-hmm.
Johnny Bosch, who you might know as Power Ranger, but I know as Ichigo Kurosaki.
There's a
which I'm
big
pretty-
debate of how you should know him right now.
Yeah, everyone's arguing with me about how I should know him, but Ichigo is one of my favorite characters ever,
Yeah.
so I'm pumped on
And
that.
then
I got him to sign
I went up
something.
to Charlotte Chung
Mm-hmm.
because she's diva, and obviously I'm an Overwatch fan. I'm a just came up partially for an interview, like, hey, can we interview you later on? Hopefully it'll happen. She said, catch me after the
My
con.
hand is shaking because I'm
is.
holding this for too long.
Yeah.
So
But,
we're gonna go. We got a panel to do. So
No.
we're gonna go, and we got in about.
My beard is on. I've said it earlier, but my
on
beard is
point.
on point today. Like I feel confident with my beard game today.
All right. Well,
So
let's
let's go
see
do
how
this
it
panel.
plays. Let's go do
Let's
it.
see how haggard I am when we're done. So I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of nervous because this is our first panel ever that nobody was gonna show up. So thank you guys so much for showing up.
This is the opposite.
This is the opposite of what I was sitting out there like, oh god, nobody's gonna care. So we're gonna have a fun time. So we're gonna wrap up here. If you guys have any more questions, we'll be out in the hallway for a little bit if you want to come talk to us. We have business cards on us. We will gladly, if you want to email us, our email's on there. We will gladly answer any questions you have. You can find us, level2gamers.com, level2gamers STL. That's our shameless plug. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. We appreciate it. Y'all have a good rest of the con. So keep that in mind and keep things in perspective and don't focus too hard on numbers. I mean, we talk numbers. It's filming me.
Yeah.
Of course you are. Yeah. You recording me right now? I'm trying to post our shit up. I was super nervous. Dude, I was completely blown away by that experience because that is, like, realistically, so you always have the worst case scenario that nobody's going to show up in your brain, which is what I've been saying all weekend. You then have the realistic of, like, maybe 5 to 10 that would be good for me. Like, that was, like, what I was prepared for. That room was almost full. And there was probably close to 80 chairs in there. I'd say we probably had 50 to 60. It's raining. Sorry, I got distracted by the rain. We had about 50 to 60 chairs or people in there. And holy shit, man. Like, I felt like it went well. There's a couple things I wish we'd done a little bit better, but you live and learn. And thank you guys to anybody who showed up.
Interesting to hear it back, you know? Because
Yeah.
I completely lost track of everything that was being said. You're in the way. Like, there's a light in your way. Stop moving. There you go. It's like reflecting off something. Yeah.
So, but yeah, I was completely blown away. I thank you guys so much for helping us get this. Thank you guys so much for all you do. And, like, I hope they found it good. A couple of people said they did. So, but I hope they
got quite a few people that
people were cheering. That was weird.
They clapped. That
yeah.
was cool.
That was awesome. So
yeah.
That's all. I need to, like, calm down from that. I'm on a high right now because that is probably the best moment of the con and will be. Awesome. So thank you guys for watching. And as always, see you in the next panel. So, a couple questions for you. You play the character Diva in Overwatch.
Yes, that's me.
So, what is the inspiration for her voice? Where did that come from?
Well, when I first got the audition, they kind of wanted somebody who was youthful and sounded like a K-pop star and was spunky and just strong and whatnot. So I just channeled my best K-pop star.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to Level 2's coverage of Indy PopCon 2017. That is 2017 for those of you who don't know.
You remembered.
I do. I forget sometimes those things. Day one, we felt like we did a lot, but didn't do a lot at the same time.
Yeah.
Like, we had our panel, which was the big push. We want to make sure we did that well. And that was... I was mind blown. You weren't as mind blown as I was.
Well, it was
that room
weird.
Was full.
It was weird because, like, we normally when we go to a convention, we have, like, our mindset on doing, like, a billion other things on day one. So we try and, like, day one is a really good day to try and get, like, celebrity hookups and everything.
Because it's slower. Versus today, Saturday, the second day is going to be a lot busier.
Right, and we did get a lot of cards out there. Like, we spoke to Johnny Young Bosch, and he's supposed to be helping us with an interview. We did manage to catch one with Diva from Overwatch. I met Matt Ryan in the hotel, which freaked me out no end.
And then we also ran a couple YouTubers. I mean,
yeah,
we ran into Gerard at the hotel.
The Completionist.
We ran into Pro Jared was there. I mean, they were all there. We didn't say hi to
everyone. That is a celebrity at this event is staying in our hotel.
Probably. I wonder if that's where they housed everybody.
Yeah, I guess.
Because it's connected.
Right. So anyway, we talked to a lot of good guys. One of the sort of most cool parts was, like, Crank Gameplays. Ethan from Crank Gameplays, very popular YouTuber.
He's not from. He is Crank Gameplays.
Oh, okay. Well, whatever. So we met him just walking around, like, in the pre-press.
Literally, like, right here behind where
kind of like
right
now
there.
when there's not much going on. And he basically was. We recorded like a 30-second thing, just asking him about, how did you help to overcome the struggles of a small YouTuber, because that was our panel title. And then he kind of just casually said, "Oh yeah, I'll try and stop by after." And we were just like, cool. If he does, we didn't think he would.
No.
but he brought all of his friends.
Yeah, so one of the things, like, obviously, when you talk to these people, they are very busy at these cons. Like,
Absolutely.
They go meet fans.
There was like a queue of girls waiting to jump on him the second we stopped talking
for like
to
a
him.
minute and a half.
Yeah.
But yeah, he showed up, and then all of a sudden, there's like his crew showed up, and then we made a joke about. We talked about, or you were talking about how we asked both Gerard and him a question, gave the answer, and he from the back row goes, we're talking about Ethan or gameplays. He goes, he sucks. Or I heard he sucks or something. I was like, oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, and then we saw Gaijin Goomba in the elevator.
He was at the panel.
Later.
And he's like, it went
and
well.
apparently he was there too. We didn't even know that.
Yeah.
And he said it went really well, and he gave us a little bit of a 30-second thing as well. So before the
feedback, which is important,
which was great. Yeah,
it was our first panel ever.
Before we actually have the panel for you to watch, right, like the intro part should have all of those like collections of people that we talked to.
And we want to find them and thank them.
Yeah,
I want to especially thank Ethan because of bringing everybody
today.
To that too.
Yeah,
really
today
cool.
we're going to make a big effort to go and thank all those people.
So speaking of today, what's on the docket for today, Tom?
So the only thing that we have definitely confirmed a time for is we're going to go and talk to Cody from I forget the name. It's Multivarious, I think is his company, but they're making a game called No Mercy, which is basically it's kind
really
of
cool looking.
It's it's an interesting sort of half cell shaded. Like beat 'em up that has some really cool concepts to it, and they
work closely with Able
in
Gamers.
the same offices as Able Gamers. So like some of the characters in the game are they'll have like an amputee character or like a deaf character, and because we work so much with Able Gamers, we thought it'd be really cool to hook up with them.
Have them talk about that and kind of say, hey.
And they're going to be really nice and let us capture Elgato footage as well, so we can show you like full screen gameplay while we're in the middle of the interview too.
Not like we did a couple years ago, where it's like here's a TV screen.
Yeah, film the TV screen. We're bigger than that.
So we're doing that. The other thing we're doing is we're trying to get interviews. The ones we didn't get yesterday were, you said Matt Ryan. We're trying.
Matt Ryan.
That's gonna be tricky.
That's gonna be real tricky because it's gonna be real busy.
Yes.
I'm going to meet him anyway
because
I'm a fanboy. So I'm gonna kind of give him a nod and be like, hey, do you have like a time frame for us to come and hook up with you and see what we can do there?
Same with Johnny Bosch.
Johnny Bosch, we did catch him leaving yesterday, but I ran up to him, and I feel bad for this. I ran up to him and I said, hey, Johnny, do you remember me? You said to come back at the end so we could get an interview. And he just looked at me with these sad puppy eyes and said, I haven't eaten yet. I was like,
okay, go eat. Okay, I guess we'll allow that.
You can go eat. So we'll try and get Johnny today as well. He said to stop by and he'd give us like a rough estimate.
Then we also want to. He wasn't here yesterday, but Johnny Cruz, the other Johnny.
Cruz.
We have Johnny, and Matt.
Yeah.
Who's the voice of Lucio.
Yeah.
So we got Devo. We thought it'd be cool to get him. He's obviously fits very closely with who we are. I play Overwatch a lot.
Yeah.
It's quite interesting the stories that they're probably going to have from that game because it exploded. Just talking to Charlotte yesterday was interesting with her perspective on things.
Yeah, we did get that interview with Charlotte Chung yesterday. She was really sweet. She was like super popular at the end there. She was like the last celebrity standing, I think, and her booth was just consistently packed with people.
And Diva cosplay everywhere.
Yeah,
I bet you that's partially because she's here.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of like Doctor Who a couple years ago
at
Wizard World. There's a bunch of Doctor Who cosplay.
We also have we talked to the guys over. There's this kind of cool esports area,
the
E-Bash, which looks super dope. But they're doing a bunch of like sporting competitions and stuff in there. So we spoke to those guys yesterday, and they said, hey, if you want to come in and film, that's totally fine.
They have a PSVR.
Yeah, they have a PSVR in there.
We haven't gone in the room yet, but we saw that from the open door.
Yeah, I think you said you saw the Resident Evil death screen.
It said you are dead, and I was trying to.
I'm pretty sure that's Resident Evil.
I think it's Resident because we've played whatever it is. We've played it. I can't remember. We've played so many damn games.
So we were hoping they would have like Bravo Team or something, but we don't know if that's going to be the case yet. But we're gonna go. We're gonna go check that out later. They said they'd give us staff passes so we don't get.
As you can see behind us, everybody's piling in here.
It's early days. Yeah, no one is ready.
It's literally
set up
the
yet.
show floor opens in 10
minutes. 10 minutes for VIPs.
10. Yeah.
10 minutes for VIPs, 40 minutes for
40
everyone
minutes
else.
for everybody else. For the commoners, as they call them.
Yes.
Those common folk.
But so we do have a lot on the docket today, a lot of things we want to get done, and mostly because if you remember from yesterday, the panel consumed us pretty much, right?
I was stressed.
You were stressed.
Up to the last moment.
Less stressed, but still kind of stressed. I was more stressed about talking to Matt Ryan than I was about the panel.
Yeah, when you saw him and you went up to him, I turned to Matthew and James. I was like, he grew a pair of balls.
This is the second time I saw him. The first time I was too scared to say anything.
You're chasing him down.
But yeah, so basically this time around. Sorry, there's so much going on right now. There's secret doors opening.
Stay focused, Tom. The hardest thing for me during the panel was when the back door opened.
Oh yeah, it was a really loud
to
noise.
not like focus. There's one time where I realized I stopped talking and like look back there. Like I lost my train of thought.
That's okay.
That's the hardest part.
Yeah. So anyway, the panel went really well, and that was our focus. I think the Charlotte Chung thing was a bonus, if nothing else. So today we're going to hit it harder. We're going to try and get those guys that we were talking to earlier.
The prep.
And and then try and get some of those
Show
devs
floor.
on board and those guys. And then tomorrow, I think we're focusing on cosplay.
We're gonna have Thousand Faces cosplay.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know if it's gonna be both Ethan and Lauren or just Lauren. Oh, excuse me, just Lauren. But she said she wanted to do it as Harley Quinn, which was her Sunday outfit, I believe.
Yeah.
That sounds like a church. It's like
it's
her Sunday outfit.
They're doing Cree and Tiny
Can
Tina
we send
today.
Can we send her to church in Harley Quinn outfit?
I don't know.
That would be hysterical.
To the church convention?
Yeah, there's a church convention
Yeah,
here
that
somewhere.
might not be a good
That wouldn't
idea.
go well. But we're gonna have
Yeah.
her. We're gonna hopefully have her. We're gonna follow her around camera, have her interview some people in character. Should be a lot of fun. We've talked about this last time when we met them at Wizard World.
Yeah.
And we had to send them a message saying, "Hey, you interested?" And they're like, "Hell yeah!" So.
Yeah, so it should be really fun. She's going to be walking around calling everybody pudding and trying to get some interesting comments. We're, of course, going to do some standard cosplay interviews as well, and a lot of devs and some artists, too. There was a couple really interesting artists on the floor. So
that one modern Japanese lady.
Yeah,
I saw, and I was like,
there was
Tom.
one lady that was doing this kind of this ancient Japanese-style art, but with modern pop culture things.
I saw Star Wars.
It was super dope. Yeah, I'm definitely picking up some of that stuff. But that about sums up our day today.
That sums up day 1 and day 2. We didn't do one of these yesterday because we were too busy doing some other stuff.
Sorry, we had a panel.
It kind of went bam, bam, bam. Like, because it was like the day was split with 2-hour chunks, essentially, is what it felt like.
Right.
Like, you got here. Okay, go around. Okay, get ready for the panel. Okay, you're done with the panel. Now go eat because you haven't eaten yet. And then go do this. Go interview. And then done. You're like, holy shit.
So today we're hyper focused on content because we missed out on a lot of content yesterday. But
that panel was
we had to do that.
Amazing.
So, and it was great. It was an awesome experience. We will of course have that fully uploaded to the channel.
We are currently editing it.
Yeah.
So we'll see you. We don't know what we got going on next technically. I don't know what the next thing you'll see because we're winging it today. But I'm sure you'll see something from us.
That's what we do.
I wing my panel.
We wing the entire panel. We didn't practice at all. But yeah.
So.
Anyway, thanks a lot, guys. We'll see you later.
Bye-bye.
This is something I don't get to ask anyone really that we've interviewed so far, and that is, you spend, I assume, quite a lot of time in America, right?
Yep.
What was the first thing about America that weirded you out when you got here?
That weirded me out?
Yeah.
Hot wings.
Hot wings?
Yeah.
What about them specifically?
The buffalo sauce. They don't do it like that in the UK. I love it. I love it. I'm not a huge fan of spicy food, but I had these hot wings and I became addicted to them, man.
Really?
Every time I come to the US, I'm like, get me some hot wings.
So what's like the primo hot wing location for you?
Birds on Franklin Avenue in LA.
There you go.
Every time I go to LA, I head to Birds for some wings.
That's the video you... That's your choice. Sometimes Wheel of Fortune isn't easy as it looks.
Self potatoes.
Stop the fucking video. We're doing a vlog here.
Self potatoes is what she said. And there's a T at the end of the puzzle. But she said self potatoes. First of all, what's a self potato?
It's a potato that knows thine self. Self-aware.
It's like Mr.
Sentient potato.
Mr. Potato Head and Mrs. Potato Head.
Yeah, sure, why not?
I'm so tired.
So day 3. Well, day 4 for us, but day 3 of the con.
Last day of the con.
Last day of the con. 24 hours remain. Dum, dum.
Well, technically like 8.
Yeah.
But that's okay. We're not counting.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not counting.
What's the plan?
Go get food.
And or coffee.
Yeah, inject heroin, and then go talk to people. Now we're gonna go indie devs first because it's best to capture footage when there's nobody there. There's a couple we didn't get yesterday. Cattails, I think, is one.
Cattails and stacks on stacks on stacks.
Yeah, that one was fun.
It was really fun. Like, genuinely, I'm excited about going back to that game.
That's how it was with Cosmos. I was
Yeah.
like, hey, I want to come back and play this and like actually have time to play.
Yeah.
So we're doing that. I think today the big thing is just kind of getting the show floor. We're gonna hang out with Lauren from Thousand Faces Cosplay as Harley Quinn, and she's gonna run around and interview people in character, which I think will be a lot of fun. We love them to death. So thank you to them. If you're watching, thank you. We'll say thank you to them in person too. But they're awesome people. They've kind of embraced us, saying, "Hey, you want to do this out of a whim?" And like, yeah, it'd be a lot of fun. Let's do it. So we're doing that. I don't think we have any, like, there's probably some sort of panel we may go to. We haven't done really too many panels other than ours. I don't think we've done any panels.
Yeah, I think ours was the focus for us.
Yeah.
You know, we should probably, oh shit, I dropped my phone. We should probably, you know, focus on our own shit if we're going to do it. But, you know, I think today the dev thing is going to be fun. I always enjoy those moments because we get to capture the footage with the Elgato alongside the interview, which is... It's nice for content
really
creation.
Interesting when, like, can we capture footage? Like, do you have HDMI?
Yeah. If you have a HDMI cable, we can make that happen.
Yeah.
But then we have Lauren. We've also offered to donate to 10th Life as a way for them to.
Which
do
is
that
they're selling prints.
Yeah.
They're doing this from this point forward. They didn't do it last year, but they're starting. I think at WizardCon is where they started it. They're selling prints and they donate proceeds to 10th Life, which is a charity for animals, mainly cats. Get it? Because cats have 9 lives, so you get a 10th life. So it helps out with that. We are obviously very supportive of charities because there's nothing wrong with the charity usually, unless the charity is rotten.
Fuck a charity, man.
Well, I mean, there's some that have shady history. Yeah. But like we support Able Gamers. The funny thing you said though is I'm a dog person, so I don't know how I feel about this.
Yeah, I mean, you know, we're doing it for a good cause, save the kitties, and also to get those guys
to make a real bad
to
joke
help us out a little bit. Yeah, no, don't. And then we got a couple artists as well. Well, at least one that we want to talk to.
Peter Moore.
No.
Peter Monterubio.
I honestly don't know what the dude's name was.
It was Peter something.
He was super interesting though because he's dressed in full Japanese garb. He's not wearing.
Oh, you're talking about that guy. I was thinking
no, he's not wearing shoes. His art area has like a wooden floor, and he's like it's like his own little slice of Japan, but he's like a very interesting white dude, and he basically makes like these old school, I think it's called like ujimbo or something style art, which is that kind of really beautiful old school Japanese art, like the ones where you'll see like all the dragons and stuff. But he combines it with pop culture, so he has like Star Wars and Naruto and like Pokemon and stuff like that. I picked up some of his works, posted them to Instagram the other day, but he's a really interesting dude. So we're gonna go and interview him as well and show off some of his wares. And let people know where you can get that stuff, because frankly that's the coolest piece of art that I've seen at this entire con so
this
far.
con has been, I mean, not to shit on artists, but this con there's been a lot of generic art.
It's pretty generic in places. Like there's a lot of anime stuff which is cool, but there's some weird anime stuff too, like the homoerotica section.
That one was I was like, this is cool, but this is weird. I would never buy it, but I'm sure somebody somewhere will.
Yeah, you know how they have those weird you guys maybe don't know, so Keegan maybe doesn't know this, but like anime has this weird subsection of fans that really want to see the male characters get it on in any anime show, so they make this kind of like homoerotic fan fiction. Like, so you'll have like Naruto and Sasuke like getting it on, but they were also drawing like Jacksepticeye and Markiplier hugging real tight.
Well, that's been a thing on the internet for a while.
And they also they had Persona, they had Ryuji and the player named protagonist were like hugging, and it was just super fucking weird. I'll try and capture some of that as B-roll, I think, just so like we can showcase some of that.
But yeah, that's our plan. It's not a lot, honestly. So we're just gonna get as much as we can knocked out. Really, our big goal for today, I think, is
go play some of the games. We got this lovely pass here to go play some games.
Yeah, I think Lauren's our biggest goal today is to get the Harley Quinn footage looking good, and then
she's awesome.
We're basically gonna be chasing her around, which is no mean feat. And
we will be chasing her.
Yeah,
Con's open until 5 today.
Yeah, so we're gonna go do all that, and I think we're gonna go to an arcade tonight. So
yeah, Tappers, I think.
Yeah, something like that. So day 3, let's do it.
Let's do it. I'm tired.
Yeah, me too. Coffee time.
Woo! Yeah, we're gonna be fine. Don't worry about it.
We go rolling.
We're gonna get him. Boys, we're gonna get him. Yeah, there we got him. Yeah. Wait, I'd like to ask you questions about your favorite meals. Wait. Ah.
Well, there's this idea I had for like the last hour or so. I think it's going to be a really good idea. What I thought we would do is we've spent a lot of time talking about, you know, able gamers and all that kind of stuff. I thought it might be fun if for the last like hour or so we walked around the con and were able to see all the colors the way that they were supposed to be. So Tegrado and a couple of us came up with this idea of something that you might enjoy, and we'd love for you to walk around the con and actually see all the colors the way they're supposed to be. So, from James,
prescription balloons.
The balloons are so you can actually play with it, but you know what? We're in the most colorful con in the area. So we thought it might be fun for you to check it out.
I feel like I have to put them over my glasses, so otherwise I won't be able to see.
That's totally fine.
It's incentive for you to get contact.
I know. Well, I'm scared. Whoa! No. No, dude. That right there. No way. I need to go outside. I need some light. Like I feel like we need to go somewhere there's light.
Do you want to go into the con room?
Dude. Hold up. They ain't taking this with me. No.
Work your way over, probably some best.
That's not right.
And go get it. Oh, my mom's here.
So what's changing for you?
I don't know how to describe it. Like, obviously it's a little bit darker because we're polarized, but like, so when I have them off, I don't know what they are, but this and this are the same color. When I put them on, this is way darker than that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is bananas.
That's real life, buddy.
And this goes from like, again, it's hard to, it's just,
hard to describe.
It pops so much better. That looks the same.
Does
I
that
can see
mean-
these colors.
Does that mean you'll finally play Battlefront?
You mean Battlefield?
Battlefield, yeah. Battlefield
Maybe. I have to see what it looks like.
I have to turn the TV
might
back.
take care. Get contacts. So you don't know what's going on right now.
I have no idea what's going on
I'm
right
colorblind.
Okay.
These are colorblind glasses.
Oh! Did they
I've
actually fix it for them?
experienced color for the first time when it comes to green reds. It is bananas.
That is bananas.
It is bananas. It's weird.
How's it going?
Those have different colors.
Yeah?
No, they don't.
I assume it wasn't quite the same as the YouTube reactions of like weeping
No.
majestically.
No,
He's
because I'm not severely colorblind.
Can I see what it does?
Yeah, does it do? I mean, I don't know.
It
if does
boosts
to you.
color for regular vision people. Yeah, I mean, it's, to me, these are almost...
Like sunglasses?
Yeah, sunglasses with slightly better color than most sunglasses. That's interesting.
It's crazy. Well, I get in contacts now.
Do they make those?
Yeah. Well, I get in contacts to go with them.
Oh,
put them
I
on
was
the
like, wait,
glasses.
they make
do.
color-correcting
No,
contacts?
they make prescription ones of these though.
Yeah.
But
That's awesome. Enjoy that, man. Go look at your cosplays. I know. Dabba-dee, dabba-da.
I mean, you're still blue, just not so blue.
I'm blue. Dabba-dee, dabba-da. I can't wait to see the footage of...
Dude, that was. Did she tell you what she did?
I heard a little bit about the breakdance.
She danced. She comes up to us after.
Did she get funky?
She goes, I thought I had no shame.
Yeah,
I realized I have
that
some.
was her response to me, so now I'm really excited.
Dude, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good.
See you guys.
See ya. We're gonna just go see if stacks on stacks on stacks.
He wants to go play a video game. Perfect. Actually.
What did you say?
Well, that's awesome. Yeah, like some of the consistencies. So
It goes from like a muted yellow.
that was like all of us got
So right now, it looks like a yellow. That's what I think is yellow. Degree. They gave me some. So I'm colorblind, and they surprised me with some color corrective glasses.
Awesome.
And I was like, "You're colorful."
Yeah. So, as a colorblind person, when you were playing the game earlier, was it like visually pretty distinct? Like, was there anything that
The blocks are different enough because the shapes is what you need. The color doesn't matter. But like I was just telling them right now, like, so when I look right now without them on, the trees and the ground are the same color. When you put them on, the trees become yellowish. I don't know what to call it. And then the ground is actually like green. Because I'm red-green colorblind. Okay. So reds, greens, and then blues I have a little bit of trouble with. Blue and purple. It's crazy.
What's a carpet look like?
Whoa! So we don't have like... It's so much like deeper. Like, it's hard when you don't have something next to it to compare. But it's... It's crazy.
You want to go outside?
I kind of want to.
Okay, we can do that.
The red pops so much more. Like, I can see...
Look at your hat. What's nuts? The grass?
It just, I mean, I think the weeds are flowers.
Well,
They're
it's
fun.
debatable. How about these trees?
Right here.
Well, that car?
Or that car. Car reflects light, so it looks just blinding. It's like, so the best way I can describe it, it looks like it's like 4 shades darker, and it contrasts so much better.
It's crazy, ain't it?
Yeah, you're not borrowing those, by the way. They're yours.
Yep.
Dude, thank you guys so much.
You're welcome.
I can't.
He's so excited. I love it.
It's like, what do I do? I haven't done enough running today, man. Be careful of the road, bud.
My phone just died. I hope that video is saved.
I will.
It will? Okay, good. Because I got 13 minutes of footage and the best reactions ever. Oh my god.
The sunlight, you see so much more.
So much more sunlighty.
A brown, I guess green. You see, it's so much more. This guy's a little darker, but I think that's because it's polarized. Yeah. Again, it's just the contrast of like that car has color.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's brilliant.
It's olive drab.
It didn't have color. Can we go? Come on, I want to go.
You want to keep going?
There's a cop there, so I can't go. I want to go. I'm gonna go across those trees.
Sure.
We're gonna wait for the cop. There's a cop there, so I don't want to jaywalk.
Yeah, I don't want to get caught jaywalking. Not in Indiana.
Someone see color.
You don't know what they do to jaywalk to them in Indiana when you jaywalk.
In prison, you can't. They can't hear you when you.
At least you can tell that's a green man, man.
Huh?
Well, it's kind of a white man in America. Isn't everything? Oh gosh.
Yeah. I'm trying so hard not to cry.
That's okay. You can cry.
They're different life. I'm putting this down so I can get a proper hug here. My God. Thank you, buddy.
You're welcome. Dude.
It's fucking green.
Yeah, man.
Like,
So what is your mind doing right now?
It's weird because like I try. Part of it I think is sunglasses effect on it.
Right.
Where it feels like everything's just darker. So that's why like inside you don't notice it nearly as much. But like out here, like this is the one I notice the most. This goes from like
it's kind of the yellow green.
This down here?
Yeah, it goes from yellow to like actually being more green.
What about these leaves here? Because they're like a mixture of yellow and green.
They turn green.
They're just like yellow before, and then when you put the glasses on, you can see the green.
Well, there's a big bit more. I mean, I can see the contrast difference between them, but like this goes from like yellow,
right,
to actually like
a yellow green.
To yeah, what I would assume to be.
It's like lime
I
green.
can't look at my phone because it won't tell me.
All right, man. Well, is there anything that you want to say to your level 2 Legion that are watching you experience this for the first time?
I'm trying so hard not to cry. Thank you guys so much. This is crazy.
You're welcome, buddy.
Like the contrast.
Yeah.
That's bananas. Thank you guys.
And this is why you should donate to ablegamers.org for moments like this.
I can't wait to go home and play. I want to play a game. We play Overwatch tonight.
All right.
We'll play it with colorblind mode on. And I'll play it normally. Then we'll turn colorblind mode off with these on. I just don't know how well it'll work in the dark.
Do you want to record it?
We'll see.
We can.
Do you want to record it with the game capture?
Can. That's crazy.
I'm okay with that.
That's crazy.
Alrighty.
There's colors.
Say bye-bye.
Bye, everybody. There's colors.
Well, we made it home.
4 hours later.
4 hours later.
It was a good weekend.
It was a great
We were
weekend.
talking on the way home, kind of just going over like the highlights and dividing up what we need to edit and all that kind of stuff. I think the only thing we really didn't get that we got in other cons was more cosplay, but we got some of that when we followed around Lauren from Thousand Faces.
Which was probably one of the better moments.
Yes. The
during
other thing, though,
entire
that we did this con that we haven't done any other con is a panel.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. It was interesting. I think, you know, to go in there on day one with all the kind of nerves for the panel and doing our first panel ever, and then you know to get past that point and be at a point where you can kind of relax a little bit, but you still know that you didn't manage to get hardly anything recorded on the first day. You still haven't got any celebrities lined up for interviews, and you don't really know what you're doing for the rest of the time. Like, I feel like the panel thing was like our major goal. Once we got that done, it was like, okay, it's time to turn into level 2 again and go hardcore and trying to get content. So
Did you have a moment? So I had a moment when we were doing the panel. I'm sure we're going to talk about that in depth on our podcast. But I had a moment where we were sitting up there doing the panel. I kind of looked at you and you were talking, and to me it felt like a podcast. But at the same time, then I would look out and like there's a crowd there. And I was like, what the fuck is happening?
I don't think so. Honestly, I kind of daydreamed a little bit through a lot of that. Like, a lot of it was just kind of so surreal that I was just like going with it.
Yeah.
And trying to interject humor where appropriate.
Yeah.
And
it was really weird because I go like this and I turn to you and I talk to you, obviously.
Right.
And I had a moment where I was talking to you, and all of a sudden, like, as I do when you start talking, I tend to just zone out ahead and listen. Like, it's not me not listening, it's me focusing to pay attention.
But there was no camera.
But there's no... No,
it
wasn't... Normally what I look at is, like, just the wall, or
Right,
I'm
right.
looking at either the computer screen or the lights or whatever, but it was just, like, people, and I had that moment of, like... Then I stopped listening because I go, oh, shit, this is happening.
What is he saying?
Yeah.
I've forgotten already. Yeah, but that was a great moment for us. So everyone that came out to that panel, thank you so much for doing that. That really made our entire weekend before it even began. We had some fantastic conversations with
We had some people come up to us afterwards.
And we're still following up with a couple of those guys. So
Yeah,
we promised to reach back out to.
Yeah, and say if you emailed us and or hit us up on Twitter, we are now home. We'll have hopefully a little bit more time to go
It
through
might
that.
take a day or two because we have a fuck ton of things to edit. But we will do our best. We promised you we would look at it, and we will. And then, you know, for me, meeting Matt Ryan was awesome, except for the fact that I fucked
Englishman?
up his origin. I gotta say this now.
Was it Assassin's Creed origin?
No. So he's Welsh, right? And you're gonna see this in the video. I called him English because in my head I'm like, oh, this is Constantine.
Can you like freeze frame his face?
I will freeze frame it. I will do it.
Do you know
I
how
will
to do that?
embarrass
I will
myself.
teach you how to do that
I
if
know
you
how to
don't
do
know
that.
how.
So that was cool. Also, Charlotte Chung was really sweet.
Yes,
Diva.
we got her right at the end of the day.
Yeah.
It was real weird because I come up to her, she goes, I was like, hey, do you care if we do the interview? She's like, sure, what's the questions? I was like, oh, we're a gaming channel, like the normal spiel. Like, give people, and she's like, no, what are your questions? I was like, oh, so you want me to be very specific what I'm going to ask you?
We make them up as we go along.
Yeah. I was like,
no
fuck.
idea what the question
I was like, here, let me come up with these in my head. And then I kind of went off that.
Clearly, you've not heard of us.
Yes.
We wing everything, including
Everything.
panels. But yeah, that was great. And then I think to top it off, for Sunday, because like a little bit of Saturday was like we got to walk around a little bit with our friends Grado and Fedora Man, or James and Matt, and have some fun with them. But the Sunday was really great, because the Sunday we'd gotten all the big things out of the way. In the morning we got to go talk to a couple really cool developers and a really awesome
before the show floor opened.
Yeah,
I feel like once the show floor opened, we were like, oh, let's go be fans for the next 2 hours.
Yeah, I mean we got a ton of Elgato footage, which is video capture of the games, which we never done before. So instead of just
all the developers that allow us to do that,
for sure. Thank you,
because
so
we're
much.
Interrupting your setup.
Yeah, we were like, just swap this here and swap that there. They're like, I guess here you go.
I'm glad you know what you're doing.
But we don't really do that ever. So these interviews that we're going to have up are going to be some of the most in-depth and best-looking interviews with developers that we've ever done, which we're really happy for. The artists were great, specifically the the dude from the...
Did we only do one? I think we only did him.
We only did him.
Yeah, we only did one
artist
artist this time.
I can't remember the name of it.
It's Japanese modern art.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Well, modern art and Japanese style.
Dude was super on it. Really nice guy.
I had a good time while you guys were doing that. I was talking to his wife, just kind of picking each other's brain. And it was kind of interesting because we stopped at one moment, and I told you this, but we both kind of looked over, and while the interview's going on, there's a crowd coming around, and I went to go to her. I go, this is really cool, because not selfishly, like, look, we're interviewing you. It's more of, look at the intention we're bringing to this booth, and that's why we want to do these interviews, is say, hey, check these people out, kind of like the spotlights.
One thing that we talk to a lot of developers about, and one thing that we've always been kind of firmly looking at, is the fact that you have indie developers, and we consider ourselves to be indie media, which is basically just we're doing everything off our own backs. We pay for everything. Aside from the contributions of the Patreons that we have, but you know, we basically make everything happen. There's no one behind the scenes pulling the strings for us. Like, we have to go up to these people and say, hey, you know, do you mind if we interview you later? Like, literally the Matt Ryan interview came about because we saw him
in a hotel,
walking around a corridor in a hotel, and I actually grew a pair and went up and
after seeing him time before.
Yeah, we'd seen him one time before. I was too scared to say anything because he's like a big hero of mine. And then the second time I was like, this is never gonna happen if I don't do it. So I went up and talked to him, and it was funny because right before we record that interview, I was asking him, you know, hey, do you mind doing this interview with us now? And his handler, I guess, agent, I don't know,
bodyguard,
some chick that was there, she's like, oh, you just
probably
for future
manager.
Reference, you have to prearrange these things. And Matt Ryan looked at her and said, he prearranged this with me yesterday. And I was like, yeah, I did prearrange. Like,
and she's just doing her job.
I mean, for sure.
No,
I'm not mad at her, but I'm just saying, like, it was a moment where I was like, shit, I did actually prearrange this. That's
kind
weird.
I saw you in a hallway, and you said,
I saw him in a hallway, gave him my card, and said, hey, do you mind if we interview? And he was cool with it. So it's super.
I feel like
nice
all the people we talked to none were Michael Rooker intimidating.
No, not at all.
Which is good.
We almost got Johnny Bosch, but he had not eaten all day. And when I ran up to him as he was leaving, I was like, do you mind if we get that interview real quick? And he was like, but I haven't eaten all day. And I felt so sad for him. I was just like, okay.
And we didn't have time on Saturday because we were busy doing some other stuff.
Yeah, he left a day early anyway. So. Yeah. But all in all, I think all of that combined with Harley, Lauren from Thousand Faces Cosplay, thank you so much for doing that, and Ethan for letting that happen. Yeah,
because they were running the booth.
They were doing a lot. Like, they had a lot of stuff.
They had photo shoots going on because
we
were supposed to around noonish is when we were supposed to do it. She was at a photo shoot for something, I don't know what it was, and then when we got her, Ethan was doing a photo shoot for something else, and it's like, Jesus Christ, you guys.
Yeah, they had to get like one of their friends or whatever to man the booth because Ethan went to go try on one of those crazy ass like giant suit things.
I don't remember what it was for. She told us what it was for, and I can't remember.
She interviewed them when she was running around.
Not him though.
No, not him. She stayed away from him. It was weird. But anyway, but she did an amazing job. We got such good footage, and already the tiny clip that we cut out and sent to Thousand Faces went viral within like a day. Literally within an hour, they were starting to get like thousands of views. It was incredible. So that's really cool. So if you see a clip on Instagram of Harley Quinn dancing with Spider-Man, Deadpool, and a Titan,
that was us. And the last part, probably for me, one of the most enjoyable parts of the con was when Tigrado got to surprise you with those glasses. And then we just, it was almost worse than following Harley around, because you were just
because I don't
running around like looking at things.
At that moment, like I was just like, for me it was, let me see what these do, because I had no idea what it was, if it's gonna, because I'm mildly protantopic, which means I'm not extreme at all, but when I got outside, and we ironically, the stuff I noticed the most was after we finished recording. We got to the grass and we got to the flowers. I was like, fuck. Like, I guarantee behind the camera now, there's a Jaws with red lettering on. I guarantee if I wore my glasses, that would like pop out extremely bright, because the reds and greens is what I'm colorblind.
These are the things that I buy.
So
these are the things.
But that red lettering would pop out on those glasses way more, and I can't wait. I told my mom, I was like, I need to get contacts now, because wearing it over my glasses is a bit weird.
Yeah. Plus, you don't want to scratch them up.
Yes. Yeah. But thank you, thank him, thank Blue, Matthew. Like, apparently there's a whole thing behind this that was going on. But yeah, that was like, when you were chasing me around, I didn't even think about it. I just kind of was.
That was the
trying
whole
to figure
point.
out.
Yeah, we wanted you to just freak out and go do stuff, and then we would just film you.
I was like, let me go outside.
It was my job to chase.
And it was weird because they're polarized, so I kept saying they're polarized, and we're indoors. You don't see it near, because I tried to go in I was thinking the hall would be like more vibrant.
More
because there's more light going on. Because when you first came to me, we were sitting out in the corridor and it's kind of dark.
You just freaked out at the rug. You're like, huh? That's what?
The rug turned red.
Yeah.
And then there's one point where we're on the carpet. You're like, look at the carpet. It's like, oh shit, it's red.
Look at your hat.
The hat, I didn't notice a difference though. I don't think.
Yeah.
Or big
you did
difference.
on film. You did.
Did I?
Yeah.
I can't remember.
So
but I noticed a lot when I went outside.
It was a really fun moment. I'm glad we got to do that. And yeah, I think then we went and got drunk and played arcade games for the rest of the night, which was really cool.
I hit number
Tapper's
74.
Arcade Bar in Indiana is the place to be.
We played the shit out of Simpsons. Not very well.
As long as you pay for beer,
you can play.
All the arcades are free, and they have like Donkey Kong,
and then they have
the
pinballs
Simpsons arcade, and the X-Men arcade, and House of the Dead, and everything that you want to play in an arcade.
Mario.
Really good time. But we're home now. We've just about divvied up all of the. So we only lost one thing. One of our pop filters for one of our microphones, so I got to order another one of those. It was like $8, it's whatever. But we're alive.
Losing a camera.
And well, yeah, true that. And that's it. That's it for the vlog of Indy PopCon 2017. Hopefully you guys enjoyed a lot of this footage. We will, of course, be divvying up a lot of it. Like Harley has her own thing we're going to do, and all the interviews.
Some of the footage will be, you'll see interspliced between this vlog and some other things, and the same thing with the game developers. You'll see the footage, but then we'll do supplemental stuff on top of that. So we might use the same footage twice, but if you watch both videos, they're going to be slightly different. So I would recommend, even if you think you've already seen it,
this is for us. This vlog has been for us. We like to document our
We didn't vlog
times.
very well on, what was it?
We were pretty bad at vlogging this time because we had so many things going on.
And it would be so quick, so a little backstory before we wrap everything up here. I was getting crank gameplays in the eBash room when I get a text from you saying, hey, get over here, Matt, we got a Matt Ryan interview. And I was like, oh, fuck. Well, what you didn't know is they gave me a special spot to stand, so I was out of the way of everybody, but I could still get the shot of the people. And I was like, fuck, I gotta get out of here. So I ran over, we did the interview, and then I gotta run back to go to Crank. And trying to get back in that spot. I was like, okay, let me worm my way back in here.
That's a good problem to have.
Yes.
You know what I mean? That's way better than like, oh, can we please interview somebody? Like, that's a good problem to have.
But that's 99% of, I feel like, what our thing was like, we were like, go, wait, go!
We did not have a lot of time to contemplate, as much as Wizard World anyway, because Wizard World, we had 3 days worth of vlogs that were their own thing. This, you may notice, is one thing, just because, honestly, we didn't vlog as much as we wanted to, but the stuff that we did get was really great, and I think the actual content makes up for that, so... Anyway, special thank you to James, a.k.a. Tigrado, and to Matt, a.k.a. Fedora Man, for hanging out with us. Yeah, James is here. He texted us when he went by the Arch. And just everyone for coming to the panel, and for Thousand Faces Cosplay for making Sunday awesome, every day awesome.
Craig from Able Gamers.
Craig from Able Gamers.
That connection.
Matt Ryan, Charlotte Chung.
It's weird with Craig because I've talked to him so many times through Twitter and email, but like finally getting a face to a name.
Really nice guy as well. Really,
yeah.
Really, really nice
yeah,
guy.
I'm excited. We're planning. I'm going to email him, see if we can get him on a podcast, talk a little bit more about it. We did an interview with him, but I'd love to have him, and he said he was down for it. So.
Yeah. While we were out there as well,
we got kind of brave, you could say, and we were just like, you know what, we should try and reach out to more people that do similar stuff to us. And we talked to someone that we really enjoy their content. I won't say any names just yet in case it falls through, but someone that does VR stuff very well, and hopefully we have some of that stuff coming as well soon. So we're
working on a lot.
There's things we're doing to try
along with the other content you have with TCSX Codename the week. I have no idea when this is going up. Probably going to go up sometime later in the week. But this past week is going to be IPC Indy PopCon stuff. We're hoping next week. So that would be, I need to pull up my calendar here. So tomorrow's the 11th. The 18th was when we'll potentially, hopefully, be recording the next set of
video.
TCSX Codename. And so it might be 2 weeks till you guys get the normal content. But there will be Indy PopCon stuff going out over the next week and a half, 2 weeks. We got plenty of it. So yeah, we have no idea what we're doing.
It's been a long ass day. My dogs are barking, and
like your dogs or those dogs?
These dogs and those dogs are barking because they haven't seen Daddy yet. So thanks so much for hanging out with us, and as always,
welcome to the second level. Bye.
Bye.
It ain't no game, but they saying welcome to the second level.